Today we're going to be doing the formulas lab, and I'll be showing you a demonstration of the lab and showing you the procedure. Before we go into the lab, there is a little assignment you have to do first. What we're trying to do today is see if we can classify compounds as acidic, basic, or neutral. And we want to be able to do that by looking at their formulas. So before we go into the lab, we want to make some predictions because that's what scientists do. So what I have listed here in the box are about 10 chemicals, HCl, H2SO4, NaOH, etc. And what I want you to do is put them into groups based on their chemical formulas. So what you might do is look and say, well, do any of them all contain a certain element or a certain combination of element? Now notice I'm not telling you how many groups you have to put them in. Maybe you'll put them in 2. Ones you think are acidic or ones are basic. Maybe you'll think, no, I think 3 groups is a better option, or maybe 4 groups. So what I want you to do is to pause the video and take a few minutes and organize them into groups. And then after you've done that, you can restart the video and we'll go over to the lab and I'll show you the procedure.
What I've got here is called a spot plate or a well plate. And all it is a plastic plate. They make them out of glass also. But this one's plastic, and you may have used them in a previous science class. It's a way to do an experiment without using a lot of chemicals, so that there's not a lot of waste. It's easier on the environment. It's just better overall. So we have these little bottles, and this one has HCl in it. And I've already taken the time, and I've put drops in these wells. I'll add another one just to show you. So I have these all set up and ready to go because I thought that made more sense rather than just watching me put drops in. And what I have here is an indicator. This is called phenolphthalein. It's kind of hard to say. It's a really long name. And phenolphthalein is a rough indicator. For some compounds it's clear and for others it's pink. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and put a drop in each of these wells. Did you see that second one turn pink, but the first and the third one didn't? Fourth one didn't. That one did. That one did. That one did. That one did not. Did not. And that one did. So 3 of them clearly turned this pink color once I added the indicator. And that's what the indicator is for, to tell us whether it's an acid or a base or neutral and give us a rough idea. The problem with phenolphthalein is there's only 2 possible colors, clear and pink. So it really doesn't give us a lot of information about pH, which of course is that measure of acidity or basicity. So what I did down here is I have these same 10 compounds in the same order. You probably can't see it, but there's drops in there. I'm going to use a different indicator. It's called universal indicator. Now universal indicator is reddish, red, orange, yellow in the acid range. It's kind of a green or a real light green in the neutral range, and then it gets into blue and purple in the basic range. So let's see what happens when I add these drops. So you can see that first one there went kind of an orange color, suggesting it's an acid. And let's work our way across. So that one went definitely a blue-purple. Oh, green. And this one is actually kind of prettier because you get varying colors. There's a purple, a green, like a reddish, suggesting it's an acid. Green is neutral. Acid, because that's red or red-orange. And definitely a purple for the basic solutions. So universal is better because it gives us a lot more range to really tell. It's not just clear or pink. Now, I'm going to show you the results of these in a moment or so, rather than on this camera. I'm going to show you them on the better camera. And what I have here is I have some household products. I have lemon juice, Spick and Span, which is a spray cleaner, Windex, which is, of course, a window cleaner, vinegar, dishwashing tablet, and baby shampoo. Oh, and I also have hot sauce. I have to, in fact, I don't think I put the hot sauce in there, so let's add that right now. Now, I'm going to use the universal indicator because I think that makes more sense because that gives us more information. So let's see the lemon juice. Kind of greenish, so kind of neutral, maybe slightly acidic, maybe a little bit to the yellow, like a yellow-green. Spick and Span, purple, blue or purple. Windex, blue or purple. Vinegar, oh, definitely red. The dishwasher tablet, definitely blue, purple, definitely basic. Baby shampoo, oh, baby shampoo is pretty green. And the hot sauce, fairly neutral, not too acidic. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to clean up this spot plate, and then we're going to go back and take a look at the results. And I'll give you a chance to copy down the results and talk about what's due.
As I show you these results, you'll want to pause the video and copy them down. I don't want to make the video too long, so I'm not going to just sit here and have the video run. But you'll just hit the pause button. So if we look at the station 1, or the first thing we did was the phenolphthalein test. So you could see, and we saw that we had clear or pink, clear and colorless, and pink. And this is the way that the compounds separated themselves. We saw colorless ones, which were HCl, H2SO4, NaCl, etc., and some that were definitely pink. So you want to pause the video at this point and copy these down. At station 2, where we did the universal indicator test, this is where they started to separate themselves really clearly into acidic, neutral, and more basic compounds. So again, pause the video and you can copy these results down. Now we'll move on to the household products. Now, a couple of them, the lemon juice and the vinegar, probably would have been hard to see on the camera, but they were leaning a little bit slightly more to the green, yellow, slightly acidic. But you can see that they separated themselves into acidic, neutral, and definitely more basic. So take a moment, pause the video, and you can copy these down. Now, here's what you'll turn in. And since you're doing this virtually, we'll have to do this individually. So you'll neatly recopy the 3 charts that we did onto a clean piece of paper. Don't just send me a copy of this. Please recopy them neatly. Be sure to label each chart. And then there's a few questions. And really think about the questions. Really look deeply. Don't just look for one element, but consider combinations of elements and what makes something an acid or a base. And there's ones that seem to be neither acidic or basic. And that's what you'll turn in. So thanks for watching.